Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's MTPredictor video, I'd like to look at how the YM unfolded yesterday, which was September the 28th, on a 3-minute chart. This is a great example of what I talked about in my last video when I was looking at a hard day on the ES a couple of days ago, in how markets go in cycles. So a couple of days ago we had a very hard day, very frustrating, and I was talking about that in the last video, and then suddenly a couple of days later we have an amazing day. I was actually talking with Steve Rhodes of TFNM, which is an internet TV radio station, in and around this setup here that caught the low of the day yesterday. So we're actually looking at this not quite in real time, but pretty close to it. So let's do our normal analysis on the YM. For you guys who are new, we'll be looking to follow our new MTP trend indicator, which we have here in our new upcoming MTPredictor version 8, and then also in our NinjaTrader 7 and NinjaTrader 8 add-ons. So let's look at how this unfolded. Remember, our MTP trend indicator works off our major support zones. So if I draw a DP from the last pivot low on the previous day, can you see how this was anticipating major support? You can see it tells you it's major support, which actually caught the very low of the day. So as the market got down to this level, our indicator turned to grey or black, indicating you can take both longs and shorts. And as you can see, we had a history triangle here. The reason we had a history triangle was it was a double bottom. So if I place the analysis on this blue buy bar here, we right mouse click, do analysis, you can see this was a VS or a volume spike setup. This is one of our new trade setups, along with our new MTP trend indicator, again in our new MTPredictor 8 that's coming out soon, and our NinjaTrader 7 and 8 add-ons. This is where the market on the previous bar, this bar here, did a volume spike, you can see there with our volume indicator, as it went through the previous low. The market then reversed the very next bar at our DP support, indicating this was professionals stepping in and looking to move the market higher, and that's exactly what they did. As you can see, we got a strong rally for the rest of the day. So this would have been a good trade setup to take. Remember, we use correct position sizing. In this case, looking to risk 2% of a sample $20,000 account. The target was up there, and as you can see, the market rallied nicely throughout the day and hit that target where an absolutely massive 6.8R profit was available. There was a TS3 sell along the way, but if I look at the MTP trend color, can you see how it turned blue here? That indicating the large view trend was now up because it was rallying off this major support, and therefore that was a trade that you should have avoided. Plus you're already long off this very nice trade here. So what an absolutely superb trade. And again, where I was talking with Steve Rhodes on this particular trade setup as it was unfolding as well yesterday. But what a great example of the cyclical nature of trading, where we had a hard day a couple of days ago, and then suddenly the market then reverses round and gives you an absolutely crystal clear, brilliant setup that nailed the very bar of the low of the day. It's amazing how many times we do that with MTPredictor, and the result was a very nice plus 6.8R profit. We also had another TS2 buy setup later in the day. You can see came in here, didn't quite reach the target, but would have been stopped out for approximately 1R profit towards the end of the day. If I go over to the ES, that TS2 buy setup there was actually on a black MTP trend. If I do the analysis on that, that actually did reach the target there for a nice, whoops, sorry, clicked on the mouse there, reached the target there for a nice 2.4R profit. So that was quite nice as well. But the main thing I wanted to show you was this trade setup on our YM. If you're more traditional on MTPredictor and you like to go out to the higher time frame charts, exactly the same idea. Let's go out to the 15-minute chart. Remember, before the day even opened, or rather not just before it opened, after it made this high here, just after it opened, and the market was starting to come back down again, you could have gone back to this previous pivot, which is what we teach, place the DP on the 15-minute chart, and as you can see, that would have given you support, a potential support zone. But remember, these are on the chart in advance. So if we now go back to our 3-minute chart, there you are, you can see exactly the same support as we had on our major support on our 3-minute chart. But the point being is, as the market was declining down here, this would have been on your chart in advance. You would have been preparing and ready for this potential support zone. So as soon as the market got into it, you knew our MTP trend was going to go from red, indicating a downtrend, to black, indicating an area where a potential reversal was going to unfold. Then when the buy setup came in here on this blue buy bar, you're then quite happy to take a trade setup and go long. And as I said already, you can see the result, a very nice VS or volume spike long trade setup that actually came in on the very bar of the low of the day, holding all the way up to the first target there, where a nice 6.8R profit was available. This is a perfect example of the kind of trade setups we want to do in MTPredictor, where when the hard days come through, as in my last video from a couple of days ago, it was frustrating. Markets are like that. They do have hard times. They do have bad times when you have losses. But the trick, as I said in the last video, was keeping the losses small. That's why we use correct position sizing. So when the profitable trades come through, i.e. the good part of the cycle, again, by using correct position sizing, it means when we have a profitable trade, it's not just a good trade in dollars, it's a good trade because the profit is much larger than the initial risk. In other words, this trade here was almost 7 times greater than than the initial risk here, and that's what makes these trades so good. So a very, very good day for MTPredictor yesterday, and a very good example of the cyclical nature of trading and how markets go through cycles, through good times, bad times, hard times, and then back to good times as time moves forward. So again, a very good day for MTPredictor yesterday, nailing the low of the day in the YM with a very nice profitable trade as a result.